We meet for coffee because it symbolises that we're earning now. We used to make our own and save the pennies for necessities like alcohol, but now we don't have time. So we meet somewhere that smells of freshly roasted conspicuous convenience, get somebody else to make us wake up brew. We meet for coffee and a catch-up, but staring at the drinks board, I can already see that I've got more catching up to do than you, looking so at home with your mochaccino foam on your lip gloss top lip, dripping gossip sprinkles on your sentences like cocoa. Whilst I, watching hyperbolic monikers frolicking before my eyes, quickly calculate that if I get an espresso macchiato, I can pretend it's because I want you to see that I know what it is, and not because it's cheap. I think of when we went round, you and I, scraping pennies off the bottoms of desks that had been stuck on with chuddy, and I wonder, when did we stop talking about what we can and can't afford? Where was the midpoint between it becoming no longer okay to bring only 2 fags already half smoked by your mother to the party and this ludicrous display of half your week's wages siphoned off unnervously into a cinnamon grande latte? We sit and slurp and sink as into a tepid bath into our past, summoning up the ghostly shapes that once inhabited our days. Lottie's well, she's got an allotment and the prize shallots to prove it. Kaz and Bill have bought a house and Helen's marrying a Tony. And as your words froth up like steamy milk, I try to guess by peering in between your teeth and underneath your fingernails if you still smoke or not. 'Cause Vicky's quit and so has Chris, and Nick's been turkey cold since Christmas. Ricky's seen a hypnotist, but he always was a dreamer. And Nobby's chopped his dreadlocks off and Mo's stone cold more often than not, and Tina's saving for a yacht, and Sabina has a cleaner now. I try to focus my attention on your lips and sync their motion to the sounds emitting from them, but somehow my brain, though well primed with caffeine, struggles to make sense of a single word, and my ears, though pricked as pins, can only hear a faint murmur swimming through the throng, asking how long can we go on living in these ill-fitting skins, and how long before we spin out of orbit. Now Sabina has a cleaner, does that change the game for good? Are we no longer after the absolute? Are we stopping short of the real and the raw? What happened to the point of no return, and what about the blue sky and the revolution? And I know that 2 won't fit on a ladder, but doesn't it make you smile to think of how we once would have tried? 4 feet on a rung and happy to risk it, but all too precariously airborne. And I know the midnight shopping trolley express lies rusted and forgotten now in the bed of a small town canal. But throw me a rope and I'd still surf it drunkenly home if I thought that you'd come with me.